What's up, everybody? Coach Global here, and welcome to the channel. I did a video on how to know if she is the one, and later I got some I got some text to do a video on how to know if she's not the one. I'm going to say 3 things that should help you be able to know if she's not the one. Firstly, there's a myth about the people we be with, the people we choose. There's that myth, the myth of Mr. Right and Mrs. Right. In a lot of people's mind, they are looking for that perfect person, that perfect woman, or that perfect man. But I tell you one thing, that perfect woman and man you are looking for is right in your head. He does not exist. I'm sorry, but he does not exist. Secondly, there's a thing that God chooses our partners for us. I would say it's not entirely true. It's not entirely true. Here's why I mean it's not entirely true. God does not choose our partner for us. If he does, I would have said, then people will still keep blaming God. Because I remember, if you read the scriptures, I remember the last time God chose a woman for a man. Even that was not a choice, was not a choosing. God only brought the woman to the man. The man chose the woman. And I will tackle that a bit. Even that, the man blamed God when the fall happened. The man was like, the woman you gave me. I mean, she caused the downfall of all of us. But if you read the scriptures, scripture says that, and God brought the woman to man. I've gone further to read what the word brought means. The word brought means to parade. This brings me to a place where, in my mind and in my understanding, God brings a lot of people our way. For women or for men, God brings a lot of women your way. You see them plenty, like many of them in different sizes, different shapes, different colors, different attitude, different forms of it. God brings these women your way. Many of them you have some bondings with, many of them you have some sort of relationship with, many of them you actually see a lot of the characters that you're looking out for in a woman. At the end of the day, the chance or the choice is in your hands to choose whom to be with. So, God parades people our way, and I mean people, women our way. And it is up to you to choose one. Now, one of the ways to know she's not the one is this. When you choose her, she has to also choose you to make it work, to know if she's the one. But if she doesn't choose you, then my brother, you have to let her go. That's where you should know she's not the one. That's one of the myths. God didn't choose our wives for us, our women for us, but he parades them our way and we have to choose them. If she doesn't choose you, then you know she's not the one. Secondly, there's a thing happening that many people go about in relationships because some prophet said that is your husband, that is your wife, you have to go marry this person. Some pastor says this is my wife, this is my husband, God said this, God said that. That is also a big myth and lie. Like I said, if God himself doesn't choose people for us, how does a prophet tells you that this is whom God says you should marry or be with? It's a myth, my friend. Don't just be moved by everything you hear, because when you're moved by everything you hear, you fall prey. A lot of issues will come and you will definitely blame that man of God for telling you that God said that was the person for you. That's one of the very big mistakes and things you shouldn't do. And even that, if a prophet says it and you go ahead to choose, the person must also choose, agree to be with you. If not, it won't work. Thirdly, for you to know she is not the one, is when there's no consent. Because in your day in and day out, you meet girls, you meet them, you talk to them, you build friendship with them and all of that. But if you choose a man or a woman, or if you choose a woman to be with you and she says no, don't force it. Let me give you a very perfect example. When Abraham in the Bible was sent his servant to fetch a wife for his son Isaac, of all the things that the servant did, when the servant went to the home, Rebecca, to find Rebecca, to fetch Rebecca, the parent had to call Rebecca and ask Rebecca that this is what this servant has said and blah 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 blah. Would you want to go with? And Rebecca said yes. The underlying thing for you to know if she is the one or not the one is the place of consent, the place of agreement. And I leave you with this. Scripture says that how can two walk together except they agree? So for you to know she's not the one, you have to look out for the one who is not agreeing with you. She probably just want to be a friend. She probably just want to be a sister and you be a brother. There are many people who just want you as a friend because that is just it. That is just what it's going to be. But for a lot of women too who are saying they want you to be a friend, it's also because they are one way or the other afraid that the way you used to be with them when you were friends, when you start dating or be in a relationship, it will change. So for the women, don't let your fear make you make a mistake or make the wrong decision.